Hi guys! So today I wanted to film a different type of video, not like a makeup video. I've done a couple of those recently. I looked up tag videos and I found one that's called 100 Ridiculous Questions You've Never Been Asked or something like that. So it's long, so I'm gonna try and do it as fast as I can. They're pretty TMI, but we're gonna go with it. And so yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this. Alright, so on to 100 ridiculous questions I've never been asked. Here we go. Question 1. What is your biggest turn-off in a person? To keep it simple, I'm just going to say someone who's unhygienic. Number 2, what is your biggest turn-on in a person? When you smell good. Oh yeah. Are you like what your zodiac sign suggests you should be? I don't know what an Aquarius is supposed to be like. Number 4, what age did you realize Santa was not real? My older sister, I guess, figured it out, and I remember my mom saying, if you don't believe, you don't receive, so I just kind of figured it out. I don't know how old I was. I was pretty young though. At what age did you have your first sexual experience? I'm gonna say 20. What age did you have your first kiss? 13, in 8th grade. What age did you have your first crush, and who was it? My first real crush was in 6th grade, and it was a boy named Nick. 8. What is the best compliment you have ever received? Probably anything about my personality. You're a kind person. I got a compliment, or I got a comment on my last Instagram post that was telling me how good my skin looked, and I was like, best comment ever. Number 9. What is the best sex you've ever had? Number 10. What is the biggest lie you ever told? I love you. 11. Do you hate anyone right now? I don't hate anyone. Do you have any hiding piercings? I think that means hidden piercings, but I'll just tell you, I have my nose pierced. I have my third holes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I have my cartilage on this ear. Do you have any tattoos? If yes, what do they mean? I have 4. I have this one right here is just about my love for music. I have one on my left ankle that's 3 birds for me and my 2 sisters. This one right here is my 3rd one. It's a semicolon, so you know it's a semicolon project. That's what that is. And I have one on the side of my right foot, and it's a cross. Do you miss anyone right now? Yes. Do you smoke? I am not a smoker. I have tried smoking in the past. Don't like it. It's really bad for you. I was drunk. So. 16. To your knowledge, have you ever been cheated on? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Multiple times. Multiple people. Yeah. Yeah. 17. Have you ever been in a physical fight? No. Have you ever been in a relationship? Kind of, but not like a real, I'm in love with you, thinking about what your wedding's gonna be like someday. No, never. Something like that. 19. Have you ever been in love? I say yes. Have you ever been loved by someone you didn't love back? I think so. I mean, I don't know for sure. 21. Have you ever loved someone that didn't love you back? I feel like the answer is yes, but because I technically have never told this person, I don't know for sure. 22. Have you ever been betrayed by someone you care about? Yes, I have. 23. Have you ever catfished anyone? Technically, me and my old best friend, one of my ex-best friends, we technically catfished people. I don't know the real definition of catfishing, but we did it when we were in middle school, and what we did was we just made a fake Facebook profile and just added boys that we had crushes on. 24. Have you ever cried over a lover? Yes. 25. Have you ever danced without leaving room for Jesus? I guess technically, yeah. 26. Have you ever dated someone you met online? No. Have you ever given or received a hickey? Yes. Have you ever had a crush on a teacher? Yes, I have. Oh yeah, I have. Have you ever kissed a non-family member on the lips? Yes. Yeah. Have you ever kissed for more than 2 hours consecutively? No. It seems crazy. Like, I love kissing, don't get me wrong, but that's a long time. 31. Have you ever kissed or been kissed on the breast? Yes. Have you ever kissed someone below the belt? These are like these questions. Yes. Have you ever led a person on? Yes. I think I have multiple times. I've been told I have anyway. Have you ever lied to get out of trouble? Probably. I would say yeah. I think everyone does. Have you ever liked a person your friend was dating? I don't recommend it. Have you ever masturbated to a picture or video? 37. Have you ever played a game involving stripping? I don't think so. Not that I remember. 38. Have you ever used somebody for your personal gain? Maybe? 39. Have you ever been heartbroken? Yes. 40. How far have you gone to get something you desired? I don't know. I feel like this is kind of vague. I mean, I moved 900 miles away because I wanted to. I moved away from my family. I don't really know what this means. How many relationships have you had? I guess 3. What do you weigh? How tall are you? I'm 5'4". If applicable, when did you lose your virginity? I was 20. Thinking about it, that would be a story all on its own. 45. If you could bring back a person from the dead, who would you bring back? I wouldn't. If you could choose one Disney prince to marry, who would you choose? Prince Eric. If you could choose one Disney princess to be your best friend, who would you choose? All of them? Cinderella. Cinderella, for sure. 48. If you could get married to any celebrity, who would it be? I don't want to get married to a celebrity. If you could, what would you change about your first kiss? Who it was with. And that sounds so bad, but in this instance, when I say, if I knew then what I know now, that's a pretty true statement. A couple years later, that was like, yeah, I probably should have known, but I got a lot of crap for it, so I'm just going to, yeah. 50. If you had to live in the world of the last TV show you watched, where would you be living? I think The Office was the last TV show I watched. So that's Scranton, Pennsylvania, and my sister went to college in Scranton, Pennsylvania, so I've been there multiple times, and I will just say I would never ever want to live there. When was the last time you insulted someone? If you call me calling my mom crazy or insane, I forget what word I used, insulting, then yesterday. 52. When was the last time you were insulted? Probably a couple days ago, probably Saturday. Okay, 53. Mention a movie that always makes you cry. Few. P.S. I Love You. Me Before You. Dear John. 54. On a scale of 1 to 10, oh geez, 10 being the highest, how horny are you right now? What is the scariest thing you have ever experienced? I mean, I don't know. I would say probably moving. It's pretty scary. It was exciting, but it was also scary. 56. What color of underwear are you wearing right now? Navy blue. What do you think about the most? It's pretty vague. Quick answer, probably boys. Probably a specific boy. Food. I definitely think about food a lot. My financial situation I think about. My job, my career. But yeah, probably boys. 58. What do you think is your sexiest feature? I know what guys think is my sexiest feature. It's my butt. But I would say I have a pretty great figure. I mean, if I do say so myself. If I could just get myself back into a routine of working out, I think my entire body would be my sexiest feature because I have a pretty good shape to me. 59. What is a disgusting habit you have? I don't know what you would consider disgusting. 60. What is a relationship deal breaker for you? I would say if I were in a long-term committed relationship and like thinking about spending the rest of my life with a person, a deal breaker, like an actual deal breaker, would probably be they don't want to get married, but especially they don't want to have kids. That's a deal breaker. What is a weird thing you love? I mean, if I love it, it's not weird to me. 62. What is the sexiest feature you love in the opposite gender? Hands and arms, but hands. I know like most people would probably say eyes, but men's hands. Something about it. Mention something that is currently bothering you. A lot of things. My job. The fact I have to work on Thanksgiving. I just want to quit. Yeah. A lot of things are bothering me, but I'm going to go with my job. Mention something that makes you happy. Food. My dogs. I miss my dogs. Music makes me happy. Mention something that makes you sad. Being away from my dogs. Not having food. 66. Mention something you do when no one is watching. Besides the obvious? I don't know. I'm gonna move on. 67. What is something you like to do when you are sad? I like to make myself even sadder. I like to indulge in the sadness. I like to be in my feelings. I feel like if I can really feel it all, then I have a better chance of not being sad for as long. 68. What is the best gift you ever received? Probably my guitar, I would say. What is the best gift you have ever given? Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I love buying gifts, but I feel like I'm pretty crappy at buying gifts, so I don't know. What is the biggest fear you have overcome? I don't know if I've really overcome my fears. 71. What is the longest you have ever gone without a shower? I know it's gross. Probably 4 days. I don't think it was any more than 4 days. And there's a reason. I'm not going to go into it, but there's a reason. Yeah. Moving on. 72. What is the major physical trait you look for in a partner? I'm going to be very vague. Like, I'm not going to be very specific. Like, I'm not going to say eyes or whatever, but just being attractive. When I think about all the guys that I have dated or kissed or, you know, whatever, like been attracted to, none of them really have similarities. They don't really look the same. They don't really at all have the same personality. Like I can't say that I have a type, I guess. So attractiveness. I don't have like a specific, because I might like one guy's eyes and another guy's hands. What is the worst gift you have ever given? I don't know. Someone tell me, what is the worst gift I've ever given? 74. What is the worst gift you have ever received? Probably just like useless stuff, like knickknacks I'm not gonna use. What is your biggest fear? I have a lot of fears. Having panic attacks, anxiety attacks, that's a pretty big fear. I'm afraid of like being alone, dying before I have kids, before I like really get to experience love, like cheesy cliche things like that, but like for real, like yeah, I don't want to spend my whole life alone. Lately I've been making jokes and I'm gonna be that like fun Aunt Rachel who doesn't have a life of her own. Yeah. 76, what is your favorite holiday destination? I like to spend my holidays like with my family here where I live now. I don't know. If I'm with good people, it's like that Maren Morris song. It's all about the company you keep. It doesn't matter where you are. It's all about the people you're with. What is your relationship with your parents like? In one word, complicated. 78, have you ever had a pregnancy scare? Not like a real one where I really thought like I'm pregnant. Like little ones. Yes, where I got like, I just worked myself up over like little things like I'm gaining a little bit of weight, I don't have my period, like, you know, those sort of things that like make you wonder. Even when it's like, you know it's impossible, there's still paranoia whenever something happens. Like any girl can tell you, even before like you lose your virginity, there are times when you like think to yourself, am I pregnant? Am I the next Virgin Mary? Like, no, you're not, but it's paranoia that like is inevitable. What is your worst sexual experience? I'm gonna have some fun with this one. I just want to laugh. This is like it was terrible. It was a car. It didn't, I don't want to say it didn't last long because it like didn't start. Oh my gosh. It's not like embarrassing for me, but I don't want to like embarrass this guy. The thing is, I don't know what he went and told his friends, because like what do guys say when that happens to them? Really? Like, yeah, worst sexual experience. Oh boy, that was a long answer. I might have to cut that out. 80, what is your zodiac sign? I'm an Aquarius. 81, what was the last text you sent? I sent a text a couple hours ago to my best friend Kaylin that said, exactly. 82, what was the last thing that made you cry? I got yelled at in front of everybody at work, and I was trying so hard not to have a panic attack, and I just started crying in front of everybody. 83, what was the last thing that made you laugh? Just recalling some of the stories in this video. 84, when is your birthday? February 1st. 85, when was the last time you cried? Saturday at work. 86, which celebrity would be your hall pass? I'm assuming this means like if you were in a relationship but you met this celebrity, like you could have a free pass. I'm assuming that's what that means. Matt Damon, Jesse Williams, Christian Guzman. Who is your celebrity crush? Probably any of the people I just mentioned. 88, who is your favorite fictional couple? Nathan and Haley from One Tree Hill. 89, who was the first person you ever fell in love with? I can't tell you that because I don't think it's fair to tell the entire world before I ever tell the actual person. So yeah. 90, who was the last person you texted? My best friend Kaylin. 91, would you ever change anything about yourself, and if so, what would it be? Yeah, I would. I would not give myself depression and anxiety. I would give myself more motivation. I would just not be such an annoying person. Yeah, there are a lot of things I don't like about myself, if you couldn't tell. 92, have you ever been caught masturbating? 93 is, have you ever sent a sexually explicit text? 94 is, have you ever sent or received sexually explicit photographs? 95 is, have you ever engaged in sexually explicit activity over video chat? So, yeah. 96, have you ever cheated on a significant other during a relationship? This is another long story. Technically, no, I did not, but there was a lot of miscommunication happening. I went on a date with somebody that I really liked, and I still really like. I mentioned this story in my anxiety video. I mentioned I went on a date and all this stuff and I shouldn't have. That's this situation because I really like this person and I was just like, had a really good time on the date, but things happened. We had a conversation towards the end of the date and this is where things like got confusing, like miscommunication. Basically there was a conversation about were we in a relationship or were we just gonna go on a couple of dates. Guess I misunderstood and I thought it sounded like he did not want to be in a relationship and that's what I wanted, and I was like kind of bummed out. And then like probably a couple days later I was going to visit my friend at school who's in college, and I texted him and I said, hey, I'm going to this college for the weekend to visit my friend. How would you feel like if I meet somebody? And I was just trying to get a response. I didn't actually mean anything. And he basically said, what I remember was he said something like, you're not that type of girl, like that wouldn't happen. And I took that to mean, I took that as like an insult, basically saying like, no one's gonna be interested. I didn't try, like. And also, on the flip side, the answer should have been, it shouldn't have been something like that. It should have just been like, no, I don't want you to meet somebody else. Like, I would be upset if that happened. Like, if that's how you felt, I'm acting like I'm talking to the person. If that's how he felt, like, I feel like that's what he should have said. I misunderstood and I got upset. I was mad, because that's not what I wanted to hear. And I went to her school and met somebody and I had a Snapchat and then we started texting and nothing ever happened, but I was kind of talking to the guy I went on the date with, and he was asking like when we were gonna get back together, when we were gonna like when we were gonna see each other again, when we were gonna go out again. And like this is a guy I dated, this is a guy I met at the school. Basically he was asking when we were gonna meet again and I was like, I'm getting ready for a date. And all that was happening was I was FaceTiming this guy. It's like, hey, I have a break between classes, let's FaceTime. Like, that's what it was. And I played it up to be that I was getting ready for a date because I wanted to get some sort of response out of this guy. And I feel like I never really got that response. And now that I think about it, I'm wondering if, I think he said something like, oh, have fun. I'm wondering if he meant like sarcastically, like he's hurt, like have fun. You know, I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I just like, I was mad. I was upset because if you're watching this, yeah. Sorry, like we still talk. There's still a lot of things that, you know, happen with this guy, but I don't know where we stand on the thing that happened 2 years ago. I feel like it's kind of changed the way we interact with each other because I didn't cheat because I didn't think we were in any sort of relationship. I didn't even think we were dating anymore. So technically, no, I didn't, but I'm hoping this guy does not think that I did. This guy is watching, text me or Snapchat message me. Yeah, I really want to talk about this. 2 years ago today, 2 years ago to the day. So I have a lot of feelings about this still, obviously. Long story. Almost done though. 97. Have you ever been walked in on during sex? No. 98. Have you ever used marijuana? Marijuana is illegal in most places. So, no, I have never used marijuana. 99. Have you ever been arrested? No. And 100. Have you ever been convicted of a crime? No, I have not. That was very long. You know, I put some pretty long stories in there, but you probably know a lot about me now, that a lot of stuff I was never planning on sharing with anybody. But I'm actually I'm a pretty open book if you meet me in real life. So, you know, this is weird because like family will probably see this. But, you know, I'm 21, almost 22. I can do what I want. yeah, very long video, very awkward, very personal. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, leave it in the comments below. I mentioned you in this video. Send me a message, let's chat, because that obviously means you have some sort of importance to me. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.